Max, a tough game at times, but we've managed to get through it. That must be really pleasing for you.
Yeah, I think firstly, look, the importance here today was to get 3 points. The big positive out of it is another clean sheet. And look, that was a tough game. We didn't have it all our own way. I thought the game was played in stress at times, and what I mean by that is, we had to deal with a really direct approach and a direct threat. And our back four today, I think, I want to mention especially Ricky and Ronnie. I think, they've come in. Ricky's been with us for 18 months, and Ronnie's new, and I think enjoying why they're here because they've not got long left. I think they've got probably 1 or 2 years left for sure, but enjoy them while they're here because you don't get those types of people, those types of centre halves around too often, and I think they're a dying breed, and learning lots of both of them. And look, brilliant result today. Really important that we kept the clean sheet as well.
Absolutely. And in terms of the momentum of the game, it felt like it was sort of hanging in the balance a little bit at half time, but we really did sort of take control of it and take our chance when it mattered today, didn't we?
Yeah, spot on. I actually felt, for 45 minutes, we probably had 40% and 60% in their favour. I felt they won a lot of aerial duels, and we didn't land on as much as we would have liked, but we had spells and passages in possession, and when we calmed it down a little bit and took the game out of stress and relaxed in possession, I thought we was really good and started to develop a few patterns first half, but not enough, and probably why the game was 0-0. And second half, we said to them, look, we just need to calm down. We felt that they were jumping in, losing their heads to a degree. I thought they picked up a few silly bookings, and we had to keep our heads there. I thought our controlled aggression, our discipline was excellent at times, and I felt there were moments where, so look, you look at the first goal, the passage of play, it goes into the two centre halves, back out the other side. That first goal was excellent, and we know we've got that in us in possession. We've worked a lot, like I said, our out of possession principles, but in possession today at times in that second half were excellent. I actually felt Nana Kaya came on and changed the game as well. He gave us a little bit of a release when the game was a little bit stretched and was a little bit of a threat, and that just shows the strength in depth that we've got here this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about earlier on in the project with you when I speak to you, but sort of a season ago we'd have had a lot of chances in games like this and not taken them, but today we've really made those chances count, haven't we?
Yeah, for sure. We spoke to the group after. When you've got Brandon Adams and Stevie Cooley's in your squad, you know in the tough moments when you're probably not at your best that we're likely or we can score goals. So look, as I said today, first half it went great. Second half we knew that we had players on the pitch that could impact the game, that could go and put the game to bed, and there were moments where we could have extended the lead, but we didn't do that. And like I said, look, we've got the quality in depth, we've got the quality in the squad. Stevie, I think he's on 11 goals now. Brandon scored in nearly on every other game that he's played, or every game that he's played since he's come back from injury. And we've just added Cheney Burgin to the squad as well. So look, lots of options. The attitude was spot on today, absolutely brilliant, and looking forward to next week now.
Absolutely. Max, it's very early on in the season, I know that, and you're a never too high, never too low kind of guy, but some people did write us off on the first day of the season, and do you think we're starting to prove people wrong?
Yeah, I think it's a tough question. I think we had to respond from that first game. We had to ask ourselves some questions. I'm glad that it happened because it taught a lot about things. It reaffirmed things that I believe in terms of our culture, the way we play. We knew that we would get a response from the players. We bounced back from that with a 1-0 win at Dartford, and we've seemed to push on. So yeah, look, really pleased with the group. Understanding that we're still early days is important, but we did say to the group beforehand, we want to look up. We knew that Billy, Ricky and Lewis were playing them together today. I know they picked up a point, and we've got a game in hand on 2 or 3 and above. But look, we'll go back to the training pitch. We'll reassess today. We've probably picked up 1 or 2 knocks like we normally do. So we'll reassess. We'll speak to the management team. We'll get in training Monday night, train Thursday, and a tough game against Cheshunt away next week.
Excellent. Thanks, Max.
Cheers, mate.